Hi everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about the inventory management module. What is this inventory management module and how it is useful in every organization? Basically, this inventory module deals with the inwards and the outwards of the stock movements. Let me explain you exactly what it does. Inventory management helps companies identify which and how much stock to order at what time. It tracks inventory from purchases to the sale of goods. The practice identifies and responds to trends to ensure there always enough stock to fulfill customers' orders and proper warning of a shortage of stocks. So this is the definition of the inventory management module. Now in every organization, to maintain an inventory, you need to know what are the transactions which are used in the inward document flow and the outward document flow. Let me give you one example before showing any demonstration of the inventory module. Okay, assume that you are a already working company. So if you are already working company, what you do is you might be doing the purchases and then you might be doing the sales. At the end of the year, you will be having left with some stocks. Okay, we can consider as a closing stocks. Okay, in case if you are starting an ERP, those closing stocks are considered as a opening stocks. Now what is the nature of the opening stock documents? We have to treat this opening stock document as a inward document. So let me give you one small example in a worksheet and explain you what is the opening stocks. Okay, on April 1st I have opened my books. Okay, so I have left with my some stocks. I'll make it as a product as A. Okay, so this I am giving as my opening stocks. Okay, this opening stocks is nothing but it's my transaction in the ERP. Okay, so these opening stocks you have to enter in the opening stocks voucher and it comes in the receipt quantity. Say I have my quantity is 120 numbers. Okay, you can treat it as 120 UOM. Okay, so what would be my balance quantity when I take the opening stocks? It's the same value what I have in the receipts. Okay, so this is how my balance. Now assume that I received a sales order, okay, for 150 numbers. So I have only 120 numbers, so I need to order these stocks. Okay, when I receive these stocks, I will receive these stocks through a material receipt voucher. I am just considering the other date for material receipt note voucher. Okay, and these voucher you can take it as material receipt voucher or goods receipt voucher. Both are same, the material receipt and goods receipt. Okay, how you nomenclate that name is more important. So I'll make it as MRN in short form, material receipt note. Okay, this is also I will consider as my receipt quantity inward document. Okay, so if I take this, so what would be my balance? Now for this I need to add, okay, I need to add my receipt quantity of my MRNs. Now my balance quantity has become 220. Okay, like this what will be your inwards? Okay, let me tell you, when I'm talking about inwards, the inward document would be your opening stocks, your material receipt note or goods receipt note, or any product if you manufacture. Say if you are manufacturing this product also in your company, Okay, so receipt from production also you can treat it as a receipt from production voucher. Okay, we have already discussed with about this voucher in the production process and the production module. Receipt from production. Okay, receipt from production. Okay, this is also you can treat this as an inward voucher. Okay, let me give the same date, no issue. Okay, say I have received 50. Now what would be my stocks again? I'll just copy the same formula here. So I left out with 270 numbers of product A in my inventory. Okay, these are the receipts from production. Now what all other receipts will be coming in this? Yes, in the receipts there will be one more receipt, that would be your excess of stocks. Why this excess of stocks will come? Whenever you do a stock verification in your company, okay, there might be some stock discrepancies. Okay, in case if you found this product A is coming excess in your stock as according to your books or according to your ERP software. In case if you found excess, then even this also treated as inward receipt. Say I have found one number excess. So now what would be my inventory? You have to increase this inventory with excess of stocks. Okay, let me take this data as month end. Okay, 34. I have reconciled my stocks. I have found one excess of stocks of product A, so I have added in my inventory. What else other vouchers will come? Okay, now assume that you are in a service oriented industry. You have sold the goods and some goods have come for service. Okay, even though you have to maintain the records of that particular item, you may have 271 numbers, but you have received some MRN for repairs, or you can treat it as for service. Okay, even this also you can treat as stocks, but there is no value for these particular items. If they are in warranty or guarantee, you need to service these goods. You need to service these goods. Now let me assume that this particular item has come on 30th only. Okay, now what happens in this case? I'll just say one item has come for repair and my items will be showing as 272 numbers. But if you see here, these 272 numbers are not your stock. Okay, one belongs to your other customer who has given this particular item for repair. Now how to identify this particular one number? Okay, in the inventory what we have to do is we have to maintain a warehouse. Okay, warehouse. Okay, whenever you receive the warehouse, you can give your warehouse name. Okay, I am giving as main warehouse. This is as main warehouse. In the short form I have given as WH. Okay, now for this particular item you can give the warehouse name as repair warehouse. Okay, repair warehouse. Now what happens in the ERP? In the ERP, whenever you take the stocks, whenever you see the stocks, you can just filter on the main warehouse. So it will show you only the stocks which are to be sold. Okay, like this you can maintain the warehouse. Okay, and one more Inward would be your stock transfers. What is this stock transfers? Okay, assume that you have a different branches in your business scenario. Now every branch has a stocks. Okay, so for some priority you want to get the stocks from your location B to location A. That means you can treat that particular warehouse as location B. Okay, now what happens here? The warehouse to warehouse come into the picture. Okay, warehouse will come into the picture. Now what is this from warehouse and to warehouse? Okay, when you do a stock transfer, okay, so here what I'll do is I'll just send two numbers on so and so date of product A. Okay, then I have to mark from which warehouse to which warehouse it has come. So let me give this my okay, let me treat this as location to warehouse. Okay, I have my location to warehouse and this is transferred to main warehouse. So whenever I transfer any goods from one location to another location, the branch which is transferred there, the inventory will be depleted, and where it will increase, it will be increased in the warehouse where it is received. Okay, so that is the reason we are treating this as a inward document. Okay, you have to find out the nature of the document. If you find out the nature of the document, you will come to know in which category you have to put the document. Whether it is issue, then it should be your outward document. Whether it is a receipt, then it will be your inward document. Okay, now we have discussed all the inward document receipts. Okay, one is opening stock, one is material receipt note or goods receipt note, one is receipt from production, one is excess of stocks which we do in physical stocks. Okay, and one is goods receipt against repairs or services, and the other one is stock transfers. Okay, now let us discuss about the outwards of the document. Now let me say on 30th of April I have sold product A as 150 numbers. 150 numbers. Okay, now how these 150 numbers are sold? Now whenever you received an order from the customer, you will be entering a sales order document, and that sales order document will be linked to the delivery note. Whenever you issue any item, you have to issue through the inventory based document, which is your delivery note or sales invoice. If you are not using the delivery note, you can use the sales invoice as inventory document as well as your financial document. Okay, let me consider this as a delivery note. Okay, let me consider this as a delivery note. Okay, now I will issue this as 150. Okay, I received an order. So I am entering in issues quantity. Okay, now what would be my balance? I'll take this. Now I'll copy here. Now I have to minus this issue quantity. Now my balance has become 124. Okay, and this 124, you can remove the repairs what you have got. Okay, repairs what you have got. So when you filter on your main warehouse, it will show 123, because one particular this item is in the repairs of stocks. Okay, this I am just highlighting just to show you what would be the balance. So what I'll do is I'll just remove this, and I'll just change some formula here. Okay, in the issue quantity, I will just segregate with okay, let me segregate this with I'll just this consider as a receipts to quantity. Okay, receipts to quantity. In this I will just remove this one from here. Okay, one from here, then I'll just put this repairs here. Okay, now you see, now the stock has become 123. As long as I put this in the same row, now the stock is showing including the repairs quantity. Now I don't want to include this, so what I did is I just separated this quantity, and the formula it continued. Okay, now the formula would be okay, let me show you this formula. Now you see, now it is showing 273. In case if I want to see what is my quantity including my service quantity, yes, I can even show you that balance to quantity. Okay, let me put this as a balance to quantity, which includes my service also. Now you see here, now what happens if I take consider my now you see, if I see my quantity without treating my repairs and services, my balance quantity is showing 0. My balance quantity is showing 273. If I consider my warehouse of my location 2 also, it is showing me 274. So this is how the inventory is maintained. Now what are the other inventory outwards. Okay, what are the inventory outwards will come. Okay, now let me take this delivery challenge here. Okay, now I will give you issues to production. Issues to production. Now what is this issues to production? Whenever you manufacture the goods, okay, you have the issues to production voucher. Okay, this we have to treat it as a outward issues quantity. Okay, in case if you have raised any production order, say for this particular A which is in BOM, you have to issue some 50 quantity. So what would be your stocks in this case? Like this. Okay, now you see from 273 we have issued 150, so our stock has become like this. So this is how your stock will be maintained. Now what are the other vouchers you get it in your outwards? Okay, if you have given any goods for consignment to your customers, even those vouchers also you can treat in the outwards. Okay, that consignment goods you can treat as a consignment delivery note. Consignment delivery note. Consignment delivery note. In case if you have repaired the goods and you have issued, now in this case also you have to maintain a delivery note. Okay, now this will be your issued quantity. Okay, now if you see this balance, now you see the balance has become now let me copy this. Okay, so this is how you can get your outward documents. Now delivery note is one outward document, issues to production is one outward document, consignment delivery note is one outward document, repairs and service delivery note is your outward documents. So these are the vouchers which you can treat in your outward document. There is one more voucher. Okay, in case when you do the stock reconciliation and you have seen the discrepancies of shortage, so you can maintain the shortage of stocks voucher. Okay, so this also you can treat as a outward document. Okay, this is how the inventory will work. Now you see exactly the stock is matching. So these are the vouchers which comes in inward as well as outward. Okay, these are the two vouchers which I am just highlighting with a different color. Okay, and this one I'll just highlight with a red color. Okay, these all are your outward vouchers. Okay, these all are your inward vouchers. Okay, let me just remove this highlighting from here. Okay, I think now you have understood how the inventory will work and how you can see your stock ledger based on the required product. Okay, now let me show you this same examples in the Focus-ERP, how it works. To do that, you need to first log in with your credentials into Focus-ERP. Okay, I have logged in into the Focus-ERP. Let me erase all the transactions. Okay, so that we will go one by one. Okay, I'll just do the erase transactions. Okay, first what I will do is I'll just put the opening stocks. Now how to give that opening stocks? Okay, go to home. Okay, in home you have company, security, master, data and utilities. Okay, now where this voucher will appear? This voucher is related to inventory, so click on inventory. In inventory you have transactions. Under transactions you have stocks. Under stocks you have opening stocks. Okay, always remember, whenever you are entering these opening stocks, your main tag would be, inventory tag would be warehouse. Without defining warehouse, you cannot define the opening stocks. So I am just defining my warehouse here. I will define in my header and I will update and then close. After defining the warehouse, you are able to open this voucher. Now here it will take the date as 31st/3/2022 because these all are my closing stocks. Now I'll just give my warehouse here, main warehouse. I'll just give my product. I'm just giving that I have Nilkamal chairs around. Let me take this opening stocks as 120, exactly what I have shown in the opening stocks worksheet. Okay, in the worksheet I have given as, I can give the price, whichever the price. Okay, let me save this. Okay, after saving this, let me show you the stock ledger of this item. I'll go to the stock ledger with the quick search. Now you see, you are seeing all the items here. You can select all the items by clicking on the top of this select, okay, or if you want only the Nilkamal chair, you can search here as Nilkamal, okay. So you will get the search. When you select this, it will highlight like this. Or if you don't want to search, you can just, you want to tick on something else, on some other item also, you can just tick it and remove the unrequired item, okay. So I'm just ticking all items. Then here you have a date option. You can select as on date. So as on date means it will start ticking from 1st April to system date till today, and click on OK. When you click OK, the report will be displayed in this format, okay. If you want to adjust this report, the columns and fields, you just click on auto adjust, okay. Here you have an option auto adjust width, okay. When you click this, it will come like this. When you click on fit to screen, it will give us fit to screen, okay. When you click on normal, it will go to the normal position. So like this you can auto adjust, and you can see the opening balances. Now you see my balance is showing, balance quantity is showing 120 as per the value what I have defined in the opening stock. It is showing my value of the stock and the average rate also here, okay. Like this you can see the stock ledger. If you don't want some other columns to be displayed, you can always go to customize button, click here. Here you can click on the required field, okay. Here you have hide this column option, okay. Click on every field whichever you not required, then you can click on save. So now you see those fields have vanished. That means it is not completely vanished, we are just hided those fields temporarily. If you want, you can reopen it. Again you go to customize option. Here you can click on the required field and reopen it and save. Then you can see those fields, okay. Now I have given one example of opening stock. Let me give one MRN, okay. I received a stocks. Where is my MRN? It is in my inventory, transactions, stocks, not in stocks. Let me check purchases. Yes, it is in purchases. When I click on material receipt note, here also the warehouse should be must to update the stock. So I am just updating my warehouse in the MRN. Now I click on new. It will ask me from which vendor I have procured these items. So I can define that from vendor A I have procured this item, and I am storing this item in the main warehouse, okay. So let me take the same Nilkamal chairs. I have given the MRN as 100, okay. So let me give 100, okay. Let me give the same price, okay. Now let me go to my stock ledger again. Inventory, reports, stock ledger. Select all, okay, as on date, and click on OK. Now you see here I have an opening stock of 120, metal receipt note is 100, okay. 100 and 120, the balance has become 220, and the receipt value also it is showing. My total balance value of that stocks is 77,000, okay. Like this all inward documents will be updated. Let me give you one more example of other document. Now here I have receipt from production. Receipt from production also is one document, okay. I'll just show you. For receipt from production we need to have a bill of material, okay. We need to have a bill of material. Okay, in the bill of material I have already shown you that you need your raw materials to manufacture that product. say if you are manufacturing this product, you need to have your raw materials. Okay, let me take some raw materials to show this. I'll just create two raw materials as R1 and R2. Okay, this is my R1. Okay, this I'll treat this as my raw material. Okay, unit of measures I can define what is my base unit, sale unit and purchase unit. Okay, I'll just save this. Okay, I'll create one more product called R2. Okay, again I'll define my units, numbers. Okay, I have defined my R2. Now this particular newcomer chair is my finished good. Okay, it is already marked as finished good. Okay, this item type should be finished good if you are manufacturing. Okay, if you are procuring, then it would be a raw material. So let me go to the bill of material. Okay, now the production comes into the picture. Okay, now you see here I have entered the bill of material for newcomer chair. Newcomer chair would be my finished good, and to produce this newcomer chair I need two raw materials, which is R1 and R2. Okay, so here you have to enter the raw materials and the quantity required. Then you have to give your output. What is the output of that particular BOM? So I have given a newcomer chair as one quantity, and I'll just save this bill of material. It will ask you how do you want to propagate this default variant of this product. Then click on OK. Then this BOM will be saved. Okay, after saving the BOM, then you can start your production order. Okay, now what is the process of this production order? You have to first generate a production order, then you have to release that, then you have to do your issues and receipts. Before that, we have to procure the raw materials to manufacture this product. We have already entered one material receipt note. In the same material receipt note, let me enter the raw materials also. Okay, or I can enter the other vendor also, so that you will not confused. Let me procure this material from vendor B. Okay, R1. Okay, I have procured this for 100. Okay, sorry, I'll procure the quantity of 50 because I need to manufacture 50 chairs, so I need this raw materials as 50. So I am giving this as, okay, my R2 is say, okay, so 50, my cost would be 50. Okay, then I'll just save this. Okay, now I have my raw materials ready with me. So once the raw materials are ready, let me raise the production order to produce these items. Okay, here this is my production order. Here I will select this as my Nilkamal chair I want to produce. So as soon as you select this item, the BOM which is attached to this finished good, it will be loaded here. Now you can just define I want to manufacture 50 numbers. Okay, I am just going according to my worksheet. Receipt from production, I need 50 numbers. Then only I can show this balance quantity exactly matching with our ERP. Okay, now here the order status is showing as planned order. Let me release this order and save this, and due date I can give it for tomorrow also, no problem. Okay, so once the production order is saved, you will get this message. Now this production order is already released, so it is available to do the manufacturing. So I'll go to my issues to production. Okay, okay, here also the warehouse is mandatory. every inventory voucher, the warehouse is mandatory. Whether you can place this warehouse in header or body, it's up to you. Based on the requirement, you can place this. Let me do this for receipt from production also. Okay, this is my warehouse. This also I am just placing in header. Okay, now I have updated my warehouse. Let me go to my issues to production. When I click on new, now here it will ask me from which warehouse I want to issue the stocks. Let me select the main warehouse. Here I can see all the pending production orders. As soon as I select the production order, it will load the quantities according to the BOM. Now you see my production order I have raised for 50, so it has loaded 50. R1 and R2, it has taken the quantity as per the BOM specified. Okay, now I will save this. Okay, so there is a COGS updated here. Let me check what is that COGS. Okay, so I will just give a COGS should not update on this item. Okay, then let me go to the issues to production order again. Okay, now I will save this voucher. Now you see, after removing the COGS, enabling the COGS, after removing the COGS, it has considered that it can be issued. So like this, you have to issues to production. Now let us receive this. Okay, you have receipt from production. You'll click on new. You click on the main warehouse. Okay, and you will get the pending production order here. Now I am receiving the Neil command share 50. Okay, now let us go and see the stock ledger now. Okay, I'll go to the stock ledger. I'll select the Neil Kamal chair. Okay, now you see here, according to the worksheet, exactly it is matching. Okay, in the Word document, it is showing 3 documents. One is opening balance, opening stocks, okay, material receipt note, as well as receipt from production. Now you see my quantity has become 270 according to this voucher. According to this voucher. So we have done all these 3 vouchers now. Okay, all these 3 vouchers we have done. Now let us do a excess of stock. Assume that you have received some excess of stock when you are doing a physical stock verification. Now how to do that? Let me go to the excess of stock voucher, which is in inventory. Here in inventory you have transactions, stocks, excess in stocks. Okay, here also you can click on new. You can give in which warehouse you have found this excess. Then you can give what is the item you have found as excess. Okay, let me give the price and save it. Okay, when you give this excess and see your inventory, now you see your balance will be increased with 1 quantity. Now this is showing 271. According to the Excel sheet, it is showing also 271. Okay, now let us assume that the same item has been received for repair or service. Okay, so what we can do is we can take one more material receipt note. Okay, you can take the material receipt note, or you can take a excess of stocks. Okay, or you can take a voucher which can invert. Okay, which can invert the quantity. So let me take the MRN as a invert. what I'll do is I have my settings, configure transactions. Let me create one document for delivery challenge material receipt note for repairs. Okay, I have this material receipt note. I'll just duplicate this document. Okay, I will just give MRN towards repairs. Okay, repairs and service. Okay, here I'll give my masters as warehouse in the header. Okay, I'll just remove these options from here. Do not restrict account type 1 and 2. Okay, here I have an update stocks. Okay, only update stock should be there. Okay, now I have MRN for repairs and service. MRN for repairs and service. Now I'll click on new. Now here this is not a vendor. You can just rename this vendor name as customer name using views. Okay, I just select my customer A. Okay, now here I have only main warehouse. So where do I put this? I'll just click on warehouse and create one warehouse called repairs and service warehouse. Okay, so I am just treating this as a WH02. I'll just save this. Now here I am receiving this item Neel Kamal chair in particular. Okay, I will not give any price for this. I'll just save this. Now if you see the stock ledger, let me show you here. If you see my stock ledger, now what happens here, my quantity will get increased. Okay, now you see this document has increased. It has become 272. Okay, 272 according to this one, this one. I'll just highlight this one, according to this one. Okay, now if I see in my main warehouse, it should be 271 only. Now how can I see that? Here you have an option to filter. Okay, click on filter. You can click on this funnel. When you click on filter, here you will get a filter menu. Again click on the funnel. Here you will get a where field. Here you can select warehouse name equals to value main warehouse only. When I click on main warehouse, now you see this has become 271. If I click on filter again, then instead of selecting my main warehouse, I'll just select repair warehouse. Now it should show only one quantity. Now you see, this is how the stock will get updated. Okay, now it has matched according to this 271 and 272. Now let me deliver this with outwards. So we have this outwards. Okay, this issues to production also we have already did. Okay, so issues to production it will be 0. Okay, because the same item we will not issue to production. Okay, okay, now I will just enter the delivery note. I'll just enter the delivery note. This is my delivery notes which is in my inventory. Let me show you from here also. Transactions, stocks. Okay, now you see here there is no delivery note. Why there is no delivery? Because this delivery note belongs to sales transaction. Here you can, because it is a outward document, it is not a inward document. Okay, so all the outward documents which are related to sales you can see in the sales module. Let me click on this. Now here also the warehouse to be tagged. Okay, let me tag in the header. Okay, here I will select as new. Let me give this to customer A. I will just give it as 150 Neel Kamal chair. I am just delivering 150. Okay, I'll just save it. Now if I go and see my stock ledger after delivering, now let me see how my stock ledger will appear. Now you see here from the balance of, let me filter the warehouse. Okay, let me filter the warehouse with main warehouse. Okay, now let me see the balance. Now you see I was having the stock of 271, then I issued 150, okay, with the so and so price. Okay, so it is showing me 121. Okay, 121. Now here you see I was having a stock of 271. Okay, now from 271, okay, here it is showing the stock as, okay, now you see here it is matching 121 because there was a stock transfer voucher which I made it 0 now. Okay, now from 271 I have issued 150 here. Okay, this is 150 and my balance has become 121. Okay, so like this you can maintain your inventory. So I have shown you the delivery note here. Same like delivery note, you can prepare one more consignment delivery note, and then you can give the repairs delivery note and shortage of stock. So let me show you that consignment delivery note also. Okay, now what I will do is I will just go to the settings, configure transactions, document customization. Okay, I will just select the delivery note here. Okay, I'll just duplicate this document as consignment delivery note. Okay, and here also the warehouse is must to tag. Let me take this in the header and I'll update it. Okay, now let me search for the consignment delivery note. Consignment delivery note. Now you see this has come under inventory, transaction, sale, consignment delivery note. Okay, now if you go to inventory, transaction, sales, here you will have your consignment delivery note. Okay, because it is a outward document. Okay, now I'll go to the consignment delivery note. Here in consignment delivery note, according to the sheet, I will transfer 5 numbers to one of the customer. Now let me go to customer A. Okay, from main warehouse I am just transferring my 5 Neel Kamal chairs. Okay, I am not giving any price. Okay, I'll just save it. After saving, let us go and see our stock ledger now. Now you see the balance has become 117 according to the service, repairs as well as the main thing. If I filter on my main warehouse, it will show exactly the stocks which are in the main warehouse. Let me select that. Okay, now you see now my stocks are showing 160 exactly according to my consignment. Now let me issue the repairs and service delivery note also. Okay, now we have done inward of repairs and service. Let me create one delivery note for repairs and service. Okay, let me use this. I have seen that one document is created here. Okay, delivery note for repairs and service. Okay, here also you need a warehouse tag to be must, header. Okay, update. Now what you can do is you can just link this document from document workflow. Let me show you that also. Let us go to design workflow. Okay, here I'll say a repair workflow. Okay, a repair workflow. Okay, here what I'll do is I'll just take my MRN. Okay, then I'll take my repairs and service. What I'll do is I need to track this link between these two documents, whether I have finished my repairs or not. So my link value key field would be quantity. Okay, my this thing, and then my vendor account. Okay, I can just map it whatever the document numbers I want. I can just delete this. Okay, time also I don't require. So from warehouse to warehouse I require. Rate also I don't require. Okay, I just delete this. Rate also, gross also I don't require actually. Okay, so I'll just go to map items. I'll just delete the gross also. Okay, so now I have mapped all the required this thing. Then I will just give some definitions also, settings also here. No settings. So let me copy the load based document details at the time of linking. Okay, then save this document workflow. Just relog in once. Okay, let me go to the MRN first and let me save this document. Okay, before linking we have saved, so after linking once more let me save this. Now let me go to the document which is my delivery note against repairs and service. Now here you see you will get all the pending repairs and services here. Okay, it is not showing, so let us delete and do it again. Okay, let me copy this to clipboard. Okay, I'll delete this. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just copy this again, paste from clipboard. I'll just save this. Now I have saved. Let me go to the delivery note. Click on the, now you see, now it has come. So whenever you are defining the design workflow, make sure that the entries should not be there when you are designing a workflow. Otherwise those entries will not get affected. Okay, internally some tables, some links are formed which will not be created in case if the transactions are already there. So whenever you are doing a design workflow, please remove all the transactions and do the workflow for the required vouchers. Okay, now I can select this and I can convert. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll just select the customer name, whichever customer I am issuing. Okay, if any extra fields you want, you can put it. Now you see from which warehouse I am giving this. I have received in repairs workshop and I will issue from repairs workshop only. Now I'll save this document. Now let us go and see the stock ledger. Now when you see this stock ledger for Nilkamal chair, now you see here you have got another document also. But if you filter this on repairs and service workshop, then it should show the zero balance. Before it was showing one quantity. Okay, now I'll select my repairs. Okay, now you see it is showing my this document. Okay, what is this document? This is my MRN, but it is not showing my DC. Now let us see why it is not showing it. That means the stock is not get updated. You have to see the settings in this particular DC, whether updates. See here there is no update stocks. That is why it is not taking that it has been issued. So let me update this and resave this voucher. Okay, Now let me resave this voucher, then see my stock ledger. Okay, let me filter on my warehouse name equals to value repairs and service. See here, now when I click OK, it is showing receipt as well as issue also. So the balance is showing 0. That means we received as well as we issued. So like this you can filter on required warehouse. Okay, now when you see the filter on the main warehouse, now you see what happens. The stock is showing 116. Okay, according to this. Okay, according to this it is showing 116. Okay, now if you do any shortage of stocks, then your stocks will get depleted. Now what is that shortage of stocks? Let me show you that. Let me enter one shortage of stocks, that while taking the physical stock verification, I found this one chair is missing, Nilkamal chair is missing. So I'll just enter my shortage of stocks and then I'll save this. Okay, now when I go to my stock ledger, okay, filter on main warehouse, okay, click OK and then click on OK. Now you see my stock is showing 115 as per my worksheet. So this is how the inventory management will work in Focus-ERP. Hope you have understood all this presentation of all the inward documents and the outward documents. So please go through this video, please work out some test cases and let me know if you have any queries. Let me know if you have any queries. So please identify whenever you are doing an implementation, what is the inward document, okay, what is the outward documents, or the checkpoints is the warehouse tag should be there in all the inward and outward documents, and the required documents to be linked in case if there are any documents to be given in the design workflow. Okay, so make sure you identify the inward and outward documents and check the stock ledger. Now in inventory there are so many reports. Here when you click on inventory tab, you have many reports. Just now I have shown you the stock ledger. Let me show you what is the stock movement. Now in stock movement, when you select all the items and click OK, what it does is it will give you the summary of all the received quantity, opening balances plus received quantity minus issue quantity, and it will show you the balance quantity in summary, not in detail. Where in stock ledger it will show in detail. Also it will show you the valuation of the opening stock, received quantity, issued quantity, and the balance stock value with the average rate. Here also you have customization option. Whichever fields you don't want, you can hide it or you can open it like this. You can just hide it and open it. Okay, save it. Like this you can do your customization. We have one more report called inventory reports, stock valuation. This particular report will be used by the finance department for doing the stock valuation for the required period. Now here what happens is it will give you all the stock value, tentative stock value before the verification. Okay, if there are any discrepancies, you can do the adjustments in excess or shortage of stocks. Okay, this is one report. Okay, there is one more report called, okay, which is very much useful. There is fast moving items and you have slow moving items also. Now what is this fast moving items? Okay, in your business you will be procuring lot of items, okay, but you don't know which item is moving faster and which item is moving slower in your business. So for this report, what it does is, this fast moving items will sum all the sales happen in your organization and it will give you the descending report. Okay, whichever is higher it will show on the top, whichever is lower it will show in the bottom. So based on from highest to lowest value, you can identify what are the fast moving items, wherein slow moving items it is ascending order, okay, from low value to the high value. So this is how the inventory reports will work in Focus. There are many reports we have in inventory. We have reorder level report also. This reorder level report actually works based on the reorder defined in the item master. Let me show you that also. In item master, okay, when you click on the item, you have a okay, you have a reorder level, okay, in the general tab. Okay, here in case if you want to maintain any stocks in advance, okay, in your organization, okay, based on the previous sales history, you can define this reorder level quantities. Okay, now after defining this, if you see your reorder level report, what it does is it will check your stocks, available stocks in the inventory. Okay, then what it does is it will give you the report. Okay, let me select all and press OK. Now you see here I have selected my I have mentioned my reorder level is 500, wherein my stock is showing 115. Now what is the deficit value? It will show 385. Okay, so you need to procure 385 numbers to maintain your reorder level quantity. This is how the reorder level report will work in Focus-ERP. Okay, please go through all the reports. If you have any queries, please comment in my YouTube channel. I will definitely answer your questions and queries. Okay, also you have stock aging analysis report. This stocking aging analysis report will work based on the procurement what you have did through purchases as well as your manufacturing. Okay, so this aging will work based on the number of days. Okay, based on the number of days on the slab, like you can give it for 30 days, 60 days, and these slabs can be changeable according to your requirement. You can just edit this and you can give the slabs according to your requirement like this. Okay, 15 days, 30 days, 60 days, okay, 60 and 90, okay, 90 and like this. Like this you can define the slabs and you can check your aging of your stocks, since how long these stocks are lying in your warehouse. You can see this was purchased 0 to 15 days before. Okay, so if you have purchased more than 15 days, it will show in the second slab. So you can check the stock aging analysis report also. Okay, please explore to all the reports whatever you have. If you have any queries, please let me know. Okay, you have stock transfer report also here. Okay, you have reservation stock reports also here. Okay, if you want to reserve the stocks, you can reserve it also. How to reserve the stocks also, I will just cover this in the separate session. in the separate video. Okay, so this is the inventory management module. If you like my video, please subscribe and give a like. Thank you.